Once you've got approval to start darkening and finishing the letter E, make sure we're not erasing any construction lines. We're going to keep those as part of the drawing, as part of your overall grade for evaluation. Just going to double check to make sure that we're not using a scale to darken the lines. As a straight edge, we're using either the T-square or the triangle. Both of them are transparent where you can just see lines a little bit clearer. Just double checking to make sure the T-square is lined up. I'm going to go through one or two passes with a mechanical pencil, giving me a darker object line. At this point it's tough to see on the video, but I'm trying really hard not to overextend object lines where they're not supposed to go. So I'll give you an example of where this might happen and what you should do. If I overextend an object line beyond the intersection, I'm going to use one of the drawing tools that we talked about, the eraser shield. And the eraser shield is going to allow me to shield a portion of the line that I want to keep and trim a portion of the line I need to get rid of. And then I'll make sure I wipe away any of the excess eraser. So I'm going to continue darkening, and in this case we're doing all the horizontal lines first, making sure that we don't overextend where we don't need to. So once we've got all our horizontal lines, we're going to now use the triangle and T-square together. And the skill with this drawing is trying to make sure that you're connecting these object lines endpoint to endpoint, having a very clear corner for each intersection. We're looking for lines that are connecting and transitioning into those 90-degree corners, and they're not overextended. So I'll work my way back to the middle and finish off the last two portions of the line. Making sure not to extend through the middle of the letter E. Now a few things before you untape. Make sure your name goes on either the front or the back. And we're just going to briefly show you how this drawing is going to be evaluated. We're looking for those clear 90-degree corners where lines have not been overextended. We want to make sure we keep all the construction lines. Now, in a case where object lines have been extended and not trimmed, in this case, this will affect how the drawing is graded. If these lines extend, take the time with the eraser shield to trim those. So this is what we're looking for. You'll see a check plus, or it will be circled with a check minus. And finally, we're also looking for consistent line quality and line value. And we're looking for that line value and that line quality on both the object lines and the construction lines. And again, make sure your name goes on the upper right corner or on the back, and make sure you submit your drawing.